Hi there, fellow consumers. Today we're talking about why governments might slap a $1 tax on a $2 toothbrush and call it an economic strategy. It's called an import tariff. Spoiler alert, it kinda sucks. So boom, imagine you're buying a pineapple. It's $2 and comes from Costa Rica, meaning that this fruit comes straight from a Central American tropical paradise. A place where they've been grown forever and is the biggest pineapple exporter in the world. But your country's like, whoa there friendo, can't have those foreign pineapples just waltzing in here undercutting our local pineapple tycoons. You know, guys like Gary. So from now on, I'm slapping a tariff on any pineapple that enters my borders. For those who don't know, a tariff is basically a tax on stuff coming into the country. Now that pineapple you love has gone from $2 to $4. And Gary's pineapples, which taste like drywall and sadness, suddenly seem like a decent deal. That's it. That's a tariff. A tropical fruit cockblock. There are a few big reasons why politicians and governments like tariffs. First, they protect local industries from big, scary international competition, even though many companies often move production overseas willingly because it's cheaper and more efficient. But if your voter base is made up of people who lost jobs to outsourcing, then this argument builds trust between them and the politician. The second reason is that tariffs raise government revenue. The more tariffs, the more money flows into the treasury. And the best part? The government doesn't have to directly ask you to pay more taxes. So approval ratings stay safe and cozy. The last and third reason is that tariffs can make a government look good by pushing the story that they're defending the little guy. Calm down, calm down. Can't you see that I am fighting for the little guy?
What?
Savior, men of the common people. Wow, I can't believe they actually bought that. So, terrorists help politicians pretend they're fighting for the little guy while sipping $18 coffees made with the tears of small business owners. But here's why tariffs suck. First off, you pay more. Tariffs make imported goods pricier, which means everything from cars to avocados now costs more than your monthly therapy bills. So congrats, you just paid extra for the same stuff you liked before, but now it's wrapped in economic nationalism and regret. Second reason tariffs suck, they start trade wars. Hey you, yellow commie bastard. Suddenly it's less free trade and more mutually assured economic destruction. That's how you go from cheap electronics to a $600 microwave that makes your food smell like piss. Let's see, we've discussed the consumers that pay more, trade wars erupt. Ah yes, the third reason why tariffs absolutely suck. They protect mediocrity. No need to feel personally attacked right now. I'm talking about Gary. You really think Gary here is gonna innovate his dusty pineapple business now? No, of course not. Gary's just vibing in his subsidized field of flavorless fruit, knowing that he doesn't have to compete. Tariffs are basically participation trophies for industries that suck. Now, some of you might say that the 2025 Trump tariffs aren't that bad. You'll hear, "Come on, Eric, can't you see this is a bold, never-been-done-before move?" But did you know President Trump actually wasn't the first to try something this drastic? In 1930, President Hoover passed the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, which raised tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods. So Hoover threw the first punch. Wanna guess what happened? Countries around the world hit back. And global trade shriveled like a raisin in a tanning bed. Economists agree Hoover's fiscal policies helped nuke the global economy during the Great Depression. Nice. So by now you're probably wondering, what's the alternative? Should we just let Gary fight stronger global competitors? A true free market economist would say, yes, let the markets work it out. But there are ways to help Gary without leaving him to die alone in his sad pineapple field. The government could help Gary innovate. Maybe by helping him restructure how he runs his business. Or Gary and his team could get training. boost their skills, and learn how to sell better or harvest more efficiently. Or maybe Gary could use technology to figure out why his pineapples taste terrible and start growing ones people actually want. And now Gary can finally pull his own weight and enter the boxing ring we call global economic competitiveness. It becomes survival of the fittest, and you, the consumer, get better pineapples without paying extra because of tariffs. So I would argue the government should support local businesses through innovation, training, and technology, instead of kneecapping everyone else. And maybe, just maybe, hear me out, government, don't punish your own people for liking better stuff. So yeah, import tariffs, they're like paying extra to eat worse food while your government high-fives itself. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want more videos like these to come in the future. Till then.